Welcome back to Factful Finance, where we pull back the curtain on the financial decisions you're making today and their long-term impact. Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever considered the real cost of equity release? Sure, it sounds tempting, unlocking cash from your home, perhaps funding your retirement or getting that dream vacation. But what if I told you the true cost of home equity release can drain your wealth in ways you never saw coming? That's right. The hidden fees, the interest, and the implications for your estate could leave you with less than you bargained for. In this part 2 of our investigation, we're exposing just how equity release can eat away at your wealth over time. And trust me, this is something you'll want to know before you make any decisions that could be irreversible. Before we dive in, a quick note. This content is for educational purposes only. While I'll be breaking down these complex concepts in detail, always consult a certified financial professional for personalized guidance. All right, let's get to it. You've probably heard about equity release, where you can tap into the value of your home without selling it. It seems like an easy solution for those looking for extra income in retirement. But here's the catch. It isn't as simple as it sounds. Let's look at the hidden costs that can quietly drain your wealth. First, we need to talk about interest. Yes, it's the number one culprit that can quickly escalate the cost of your loan. When you take out equity release, you're not just borrowing money. You're borrowing money that accumulates interest, often compounding over time. And that interest is typically charged on the original loan amount plus any interest that's already accumulated. Imagine this scenario. You take out £50,000 in equity release when you're 65. At an interest rate of 5%, which, by the way, is a conservative estimate, after 10 years, your debt would have ballooned to around £80,000. And it doesn't stop there. If you live another 20 years, your debt could easily exceed £130,000. You might end up owing far more than you ever expected. What started as a small cash boost could turn into a mountain of debt that consumes your home's value. But wait, there's more. The fees involved in equity release are another hidden drain. These include things like administration fees, valuation fees, and early repayment charges. In some cases, there can even be penalty fees if you decide to pay off the loan earlier than agreed. According to the Equity Release Council, some of these fees can add up to thousands of pounds, further diminishing the value of your estate. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't the point of equity release to pass on the house to my family? Well, unfortunately, that's where it gets even trickier. Because of the compounding interest and fees, the amount left in your estate could be far less than you anticipated. If you release a significant portion of your home's value, your heirs could find that there's nothing left to inherit, leaving them with a bitter surprise after your passing. Here's an example. Let's say you release £100,000 at age 70. By the time you're 90, assuming the same 5% interest rate, your loan could have grown to over £400. Now, unless your house appreciates significantly in value over that time, which, let's be honest, is not guaranteed, your heirs might find themselves selling a property for far less than it's worth, just to settle your outstanding debt. And it doesn't stop at the interest. The broader impact on your estate planning can also be significant. If you plan on passing your home to your children or other beneficiaries, equity release might undermine that. With the rising cost of living and the potential for long-term healthcare needs in your later years, you might find that you have fewer assets to leave behind. Instead of building wealth for the next generation, you're unwittingly eroding it. Let's consider another case. Meet Liam. He's 72 and decided to release £60,000 to help fund his retirement. Liam loved the idea of extra income and was confident he could manage the payments. But when his interest compounded, he found himself in a bind. The debt quickly grew, and now, after just 15 years, the total owed is a staggering £130,000. Liam thought the home would remain his daughter's inheritance, but now that she's dealing with a mortgage lender instead of inheriting a paid-off home, things have taken an unexpected turn. So what can you do to avoid these hidden costs? Well, the first step is always to get clear about your goals. equity release isn't the best option for everyone. If you're looking for a way to fund retirement, there may be other more cost-effective ways to tap into your wealth. For example, downsizing could free up cash without the growing burden of interest. If you're planning to pass on wealth, it's also worth considering other options like gifting assets or using a trust to ensure your family gets what you intend. The key here is understanding the full cost of equity release beyond the initial cash boost and how it impacts your future. Consult a certified financial planner, CFP, to weigh your options. It's not just about securing cash now, it's about ensuring your wealth and legacy for years to come. Now here's something for you. Which of these hidden costs shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read and respond to as many as I can. If you found this breakdown helpful, you'll want to stick around for the next video in this series. We're going to uncover even more about the pitfalls of home equity release that could cost you big time. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. And remember, always stay informed, stay empowered, and keep making the smart choices to protect your wealth and future. You've got this. Until next time, take care and keep those finances on track.